If you're like me and you're a pet and animal lover, and you hate to hear of the thousands of animals that are euthanized every year just because there was no one to take them home and give them the loving environment every animal deserves, but one local organization is making every effort to make sure all their animals find good, loving homes. Here to talk more about the Angels of Assisi shelter in Roanoke is Lisa O'Neill. Hi.
Hi, how are you?
You had to do a little bit of chasing a little bit ago. Somebody got away.
Took a little stroll through the campus, which was wonderful.
Well, hopefully you caught your breath before we
Yes.
came on board, because I did want to have you here because I've heard so many great things about Angels of Assisi. And you guys have been around for a long time, but when I first heard of you, I didn't understand the Assisi story. Can you explain St. Francis?
St. Francis of Assisi is the patron saint of animals and the protection of animals, and that's what we were established for, and that's what our mission is, and we're working very hard to fulfill his dream.
Well, and that's why you are a no-kill shelter, and I think that's what I love about, I mean, I know there are shelters that try to do everything they can to keep these animals alive, but sometimes it's just not possible. You guys truly believe in doing this.
We do. We take in neglected, abused animals, and what we find each time is that the community members step up and help. We've adopted out dogs that are 15 years old, that are hospice dogs, to very young puppies. So we're lucky that the community backs us up like they do.
They are so great. By the way, Q-Tip is a poodle that is just super hyper, and then we have Chi-Chi, who is about to fall asleep, and then of course I've got the beautiful rabbit. This is Tessa. And so you take more than just cats and dogs. What animals do you take if anybody, you know, maybe finds one or needs to surrender one?
Ferrets, guinea pigs, rabbits. We've taken in pet rats before, gerbils. And we do have a farm sanctuary for large farm animals.
Oh, great.
Cows, pigs, horses, goats. And there's actually at the farm, which is in Botetourt County, a whole barn just for bunnies.
Okay.
A lot of people get bunnies and then realize the kids grow up or they don't want them anymore. So we actually have a little barn that's just called the Bunny Barn, and there's all kinds of them in there.
And then just to be clear also, because I know that there are snakes and reptiles and things that sometimes people have to surrender, you do not do those. So.
We don't work, that's a whole specialized field.
It is.
And there's
and
wildlife.
Birds too.
Yep. There are special sanctuaries for them though.
And so you're a nonprofit.
Yes.
Needless to say, you rely on donations, volunteers, and that kind of thing. What should people, we'll have the information up in a minute, but what should people do if they're interested in helping out? Can you foster the pets?
You can foster the pets, absolutely. These two would be ideal for foster. They're older. They're used to being on couches and being in someone's home. The person that had them couldn't take care of them anymore. And we also get a lot of neglected and abused animals. We work closely with animal control, so they bring us their neglect abuse cases, and those are good opportunities for foster too while they heal.
Absolutely. Well, Q-Tip is just having the greatest time. What a ham, let me
He's
tell
like,
you.
a couch, I'm so happy. Yeah, you missed that, didn't you?
And is there a cost to, I mean, needless to say, you've got to support yourself. Is there a cost involved when taking an animal, when adopting an animal?
We do have adoption fees, and it varies between $50 to $250, but it includes spay, neuter, microchip. The animals will be up to date on their shots. They'll have a dose of Frontline. So it's a pretty good deal to get your best friend.
And I want to let people know that you're more than just the sort of adoption side of it. You are a clinic, and you do the dental, like you said. I mean, you do more than just sort of rescue the animals.
We do, and what we've tried to do is become an establishment that helps your pets for their lifetime. So you can adopt a pet from us. They can come back every year to get their shots. They can come back to get their Frontline, their heartworm prevention, their nails cut. So it's a lifetime commitment.
You do it all, but above and beyond, you do rescue these animals, and we're so grateful for that. Thank you so much for being here. And again, Angels of Assisi, located in Roanoke. You can give them a call or go to the website, which is chock full of information. They could always use your donations as well. Thank you again, Lisa, for being here.
Having us.
And we'll be back in just a moment.